You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you're the one who will decide where to go. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, wow, I wish somebody would have gave me the heads up on how low this market was going to be dipping. I definitely probably would have hopped back out into some Tether or one of those other stable coins, or maybe one back into cash. I mean, wow, right? What I see. I mean, I think we had a complete retracement on Bitcoin of everything we've seen over the last 2 weeks. What do you think, Samantha?
It went pretty.
Yeah, but you know what? Don't mean anything, right? 6.5, 6.4. I mean, I think that's where I seen the price at a little while ago when I was checking it out. I mean, I got people calling out all kinds of different stuff. It's pretty much all that's happening right now in the news, you know, is why is this happening? What's the speculation? Let's see if we can pump some more FUD or FOMO into the market based on this. Cryptocurrency is going to be like this. It's going to be super volatile. I mean, don't stress it. The price could be something completely different tomorrow. Like I like to say, this stuff is changing every minute. So, I mean, unfortunately, I guess we still have to go over there and take a look at this at CoinMarketCap. Nobody go do anything crazy. Samantha, can you pull one of those up in one of those screen share thingies and see what kind of support levels we're testing if we're going to use technical analysis, which definitely probably did not or could not predict this happening. All right. And you refreshed it? Awesome. Thank you, Samantha. All right. Looks like the market cap is testing that $200 billion market cap. I mean, we find support there. We continue to find support there. It looks like it's holding at the moment. Whether or not, you know, this stuff dips lower and what happens in the future of cryptocurrency, you know, it's an emerging market. They're completely unpredictable. You got to shake a magic 8-ball. It's more a situation of, you know, are you one of those people that say that you're here for the fundamentals, but you're actually just still looking at the dollar value like 3 times a day? You know, because if you're that person, it's probably driving you crazy right now. I'm not really stressing it right now. I've already set myself up in case things like this have happened. You know, I'm always looking to the future and down the road. So
that's why we have jobs, people.
Right? Fiat's for the bills, crypto's for saving. So here we go, $6,440. That's down 8.75%. I mean, it's not 10%, right?
Oh, I don't know. God, I mean, yesterday was horrible. When we were looking and everything was 20%.
I mean, I don't know. We were here just not that long ago, so I mean, it's not really stressing me or phasing me too much. You know what I mean? It's like we're going back to where we were. You know, I mean, if we started seeing like 5.5, then I might be like, oh man, this really, really sucks. We're dropping kind of low here. These are new bottoms. But
there are people who are saying it will be 5. So yeah,
there's always people saying that it's going to be 5. Well, all right, here we go. Ethereum still struggling. I mean, we were hoping to break $300. Now we're looking to try to break 250 because we're coming in at 226. They're down 12.76%. Let's see what else we got here. We got XRapid coming in at 28.7 cents. That's down 5.9%. Not too bad. They were able to hold on to some of their value there. Bitcoin Cash, a smooth $500. That's down 12%. EOS at $5.05. That's down pretty much 14% right there. We got Stellar Lumas coming in at 19.6 cents. That's down 9.5%. Litecoin, $55.24. That's down 11.88%. Tether coming in at $1.
$1 even.
Oh, I don't even want to see what the Steam is doing. Hey, Doge is up 1.3% on that 200% gain
they had. Diamond is down today.
Oh. Well, I mean, you can only pump it so much in this kind of a market. All right, 81 cents. That's down 12%. Ouch, that kind of hurts.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, let's go back up to the top. And let's see what we got going on with this metrics of the Steam back. Follow. All right, 95 cents, telling us that these altcoins are undervalued. I mean, unless we think that the entire alt market is crashing down to never before seen levels, this indicator would tell us that we're going to get some sort of a bounce back here in the next couple of days. right? I mean, it's supposed to be valued at $1. It's not at $1. I mean, at the peak of the all-time high, I think we've seen it at $15, telling us that altcoins were completely, inflated really bad. If it was going for 15 times the value, here we are, what, not even 5 cents underneath the value. I don't know. I like the mark. I like that BTC dominance. I mean, 54.8%. It seems like as we keep making these, I don't know what you want to call them, drop down steps, whatever, Bitcoin's coming down, but it's not coming down as far as these alts. Bitcoin keeps taking more and more of this dominance back of the market, which, I am borderline Bitcoin maximalist. So of course I'm going to say, Bitcoin this, hooray, hooray. But ultimately, Bitcoin is the most decentralized. Bitcoin really can't be regulated. Bitcoin is the fundamental reason of why we all came into this space. A lot of everything else is speculation. I mean, look at here. I mean, we got 1,916 coins. I mean, this number is constantly growing. It's a little too much too fast, as I was saying yesterday, for this market space. I mean, we all got to take it in stride, people. I mean, the cryptocurrency is going to come up. We just got to keep those strong hands, as Adam Meister keeps telling us. If we didn't have the foresight to see this coming in, then, I mean, we're just holding back. It'll get back to 7.5 again. Most of us have been learning not to buy any cryptocurrency. I mean, we've been in this bear market pretty much since the beginning of the year. So we're looking at 9 months now and 6 days. All right. So what do I got out? Well, taking a step backwards here on the tally account because of the price drop down. Good thing I put this in USD because, A, we're looking at those USD values, because we're looking to pay for 2 tickets to the Electric Daisy Carnival for me and Samantha to get out there and be able to do some legwork, tell people about Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin, what it can do to change their life, what's going on in the world, and how it's going to completely revolutionize money. It's the next thing. I got this flyer that I made up. It's on Twitter. You can check that out. As you can see here, here's a little bit of the aftermath from last year's Electric Daisy Carnival in Orlando. As you can see, everyone's out there having a good time. Because I think it's a 2-day event and a lot of the good DJs are in the evening, I think walking around during the day like this, I think people would be receptive to me passing out this colorful flyer, maybe taking a minute or 2 of their time to talk to them. And of course, I'm completely anonymous on the flyer, not doing anything, like putting Bitcoin and coffee or my name on it, just pretty much trying to get the word of Bitcoin out there. The only person I directly link to is Andreas Antonopoulos. So what do you think, Sam? You're going to wear an outfit like that?
No. Somewhere in between that.
I want to see you in an outfit like that. Ooh, that one's cute.
I mean, I'm not hookery. All
right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead. Let's stop this screen share. Let's see if we can't go ahead and pop out this chat for Samantha and see if we got anybody out here on the internet talking to me today about this magical internet money that is pretty much just taking the shirt right off our back here, and we're all broke now because of it. I mean, most people, you told them you took a 13 to possibly 25% hit on your portfolio, they're going to think that you're going to go shoot yourself or jump out the window. So why are you still here? Why are you still here, Samantha? Are you you don't look really depressed this morning. I mean, no. We lost at least 13%. I mean, I hold Bitcoin.
I don't know. Like ever since last year when it was like so ridiculous. Like, I mean, I remember waking up every morning and it'd be all like, oh my God, it's up like $3,000 more. Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've noticed I see them piling up there in the chat. I wanted to let them know that they're part of this conversation too. I'm looking at them. I'm waving. Good morning, you guys.
But no, I'm not. Because, I mean, once that happened and then you watched it literally plummet. I mean, do you remember what our total was, at the highest?
I don't like to think about it.
Yeah, see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, no, this is nothing.
I know. I think in hindsight and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, man, that makes you want to go kill yourself. I mean, still that jet ski, I keep kicking myself for that one over and over again.
Expensive 1996 jet ski ever.
Oh, well. Easy come, easy go. We can't take it with us. Hopefully, I'll take you with me.
All right. So apparently, to the people that you're waving at, that would be
yes, who's here this morning?
Paul Rouleau.
Buddy, awesome. I'm glad you made it today.
Silent Lamb. He's apparently at the airport bound
Heading
for
to
Barcelona. Yes.
Right. That's going to be fun. I mean, at first when you mentioned it, I wasn't exactly sure what you were talking about. I don't keep up to date with the conferences because I don't go to them. Technically, I don't have money in my own pocket to be able to afford to go to them. But then at the same time, I'm never invited, and I don't want to fundraise to go to all that stuff. I really don't know what's going to happen there that's going to do any good for me.
It's a cruise, yes, of like.
Well, no, this one's a cruise, but this one's a cruise with everyone. But I mean, yeah, with everybody being there, it'd definitely be a great way to get out there and shake hands and meet a lot of the people who are, you know, the who's who of crypto, I guess you'd call it. With, I mean, Charlie Lee and crypto, and I mean, there's a lot of people.
The Potheads Crypto is here. He says good morning.
Nice, buddy.
John is here from Malibu.
Awesome. It's early over there. Hey, well, I mean, he lives in Malibu. Early bird gets the money, right?
Yeah.
You need that money to live out there.
I know, but it's beautiful, I'm sure.
I'm sure it is, too. Got to pay to play, right? All right, so what should we do? We should talk about this, right? We should talk about the news.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. The news is all about the price, though, and I don't really want to FUD you guys out. You know, I mean, I guess if you haven't sold already, you wouldn't be silly enough to go out and sell now. I mean, you're really just taking it then. I mean, at least wait for some sort of a little bit of a bounce back or something, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, everyone's looking for reasons and causes behind all this. I'm sure that you probably already started hearing people start, you know, talking about Goldman Sachs and how they changed their plans to open up a crypto trading desk, and that they're citing for the fact of there's a lack of regulation. I don't know. I mean, and I started hearing all this talk about price manipulation and market manipulation and how we're looking at, there's a whole bunch of, you know, millions of dollars in shorts that were made just a couple days before this. And, you know, nobody could have anticipated this kind of a drop down. So why would this person go and put millions of dollars into a short unless they were, you know, somehow affiliated with Goldman Sachs? But then how did you know that this Goldman Sachs news was going to be big enough to actually, you know, push the price of Bitcoin down and all these altcoins along with it in the market? You know, considering that Bitcoin's actually been doing pretty well against the bad news. I mean, we've had a lot of FUD coming out. You know, I'm out here every day telling you guys the news, and I try to cherry pick some of the good stuff and the stuff that I find important, but I come across a lot of crap that's just, you know, insulting and putting down Bitcoin and saying about how it's not going to be the future. It's easy to, you know, beat someone down when they're already down, pretty much. So, you know, they just keep hitting Bitcoin with that stick, and it gets tiresome to keep reading it and want to come out here and say it. It's like, that's not really what I'm here for. But so why is this happening? You know, how is this happening? Could Goldman Sachs actually be manipulating the market like this? But then at the same time, we're looking at, you know, we all wanted the ETFs to pass, and then they came out and they said that they're not going to be passing the ETFs right now because of situations like this. I mean, we looked at supposedly the price of, you know, Bitcoin was pumped up not that long ago by Tether printing out $100 million and transferring it to Bitfinex and squeezing out some shorts. Is this why we're not getting the ETF, Samantha? What do you think?
I mean,
do you think the price is being manipulated? It's a simple, like,
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You think
I think the price is being manipulated, and I think that the ETF, like, the SEC is looking for reasons, and this is a blatantly obvious reason. Like, oh, look, one day you can go up thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars in volume and then back down, and there's no good reason. And like, it's a double-edged sword. Like, it is the whole, until we can stop the, like, so that you cannot visibly see the manipulation on the charts, like, easily. And I don't know,
but they're saying that that's part of the problem is that they're starting to realize that this market's not going to get regulation or that kind of liquidity to it to be able to keep this sort of manipulation from happening until these ETFs get approved. So
it's a chicken and the egg?
It's the chicken. It's always, Bitcoin is the chicken and the egg. It is Schroeder's box. It is always in that state of in between. It is going to be the next world currency, and it's about to go to zero at every point in time.
People are pushing it up and pulling it down.
I mean,
So
I don't
it's
know.
a cosmic tug of war.
It's
Whichever one.
it's that we've been here so long that when this stuff happens, it's kind of like, oh, we laugh it off because it happens all the time. I mean, it is like every couple weeks, every month or so for the last 9 months. It's like you wake up and all of a sudden it's like someone hit you with the broke stick, and it's like, oh crap, I'm broke again. I just went down another 15% in Bitcoin, and my portfolio is suffering because I am diversified into all these alts. So then you start looking for spots to try to pull back into Bitcoin because you realize you might have been a little overextended into all these different cryptocurrencies, and your eyes open up a little bit and you see that these were, you know, Hail Mary projects that hope to be able to get adoption when you start seeing that adapts can't even get 1,000 users a day to start going on them. You know, it is why we're in the bear market, and it's just a matter of everybody trying to start to wake up to what's really happening in cryptocurrency and to stop looking at the price and to realize that the daily price is caused by the traders, and the traders are the people that are half in here for the wrong reasons because they're just looking to make money and fiat cash and pay their bills and get rich quick and all that kind of stuff, when really we need to be making this stuff and working on this stuff for other reasons than money. And that's because this is our freedom fight, pretty much. I guess this is our Hail Mary pass in order to try to finally get back some of the power that we've slowly been giving up for generations to the US government, to, you know, the man, the 1%, the system that holds us down. And that we're able to do it voluntarily at this moment, because down the road, you know, it might not be that way. You know, the bridges into cryptocurrency are going to be shut down. You know, they could start trying to make it illegal like they do in other countries. They could start shutting down the exchanges. And I mean, I do believe there will be a point in time when this happens, unless we're able to start integrating cryptocurrencies, you know, into their financial system now, like we're talking about with the ETFs and all of these other things. You know, Trojan horse it in pretty much so that they can't eliminate us from their system, and they have to migrate over to our system as we continue to develop it. So are we going to see volatility? Yes, of course we're going to see volatility, but that's why we're going to get the advantages. You know, there's risk to reward. And the risk is that right now we have to have that strong hand to be able to hold down through these 13% and 25% drop downs, so that we will receive the reward of the $50,000 and $100,000 Bitcoin. Because just like you didn't know the price was going to drop down right now, can you tell me on what day Bitcoin's going to shoot to 50,000? Because I want to buy 7 days before that. Do you know, Samantha?
I wish.
So therefore, we have to take
I'm supposed to say yes. Yes, I do. Yes.
We're supposed to take the long haul approach. We buy it now and we just hold it the whole way and hope that when it gets there, or that we get there before I get too old.
So yes, it is. I mean, nobody actually knows. No matter
we don't know when Schroeder's box is going to get open,
yes.
and we find out if this cat is dead or alive.
I mean, so yes, the best case scenario is.
It's just I hope they don't shake the box too much between now and then, because then we're guaranteed a dead cat.
You know, I'd be holding the kitty food in anticipation for the live cat.
All right, so let's move off here on a little something else and maybe not rant so much. We got Coinbase Pro. They're going to be opening up some more of those fiat gateways. Big plus there. They're looking at getting the GBP. You know what that is, Samantha?
No.
It's the British pound.
Ah!
So the Brits, they got it. They're going to be having a nice little fiat pairway into, you know, the cryptocurrencies that they have there at Coinbase. You know, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin. I don't know if they're going to have Ethereum Classic. I didn't see it on the list, but we know that that's one of their other pairings.
Yeah.
We're looking at this happening September 7th. So tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
They're
talking about a 3-stage approach to be able to not have what happened with the Bitcoin Cash release pretty much happen. I don't think we're in fear of that happening at all. But, I mean, it's nice that they're still continuing to, you know, keep these things in mind, that they can happen, that people are out there trying to take advantage of stuff and manipulate the prices. Fiat gateways are awesome. I mean, we need more of them. I mean, until everyone's holding cryptocurrency and you can literally say, hey, Samantha, let me get a 20 and I got 20 in Bitcoin here for you, and we QR code it to each other. You know, we need to have these third-party centralized systems where we're able to give over our credit card and debit card so that we can get these fast, you know, Bitcoin into our account. I just always recommend private keys, private keys, private keys. If you don't have them, then you don't actually own your cryptocurrency. Somebody else does. Because trust me, I'm sure Coinbase went and collected on Bitcoin private and diamond and pizza and red, blue, and green and tried to make, I mean, when you're holding that much money, I mean, I'm a miser. I never let money go. So I don't know why they'd let money go either. All right. We got any more here for news? Do we got anything going on in that chat or?
Well, we have way back when you were showing the EDC as, yes, John said, oh, they look receptive. Yes, Eugene doesn't have a good word for the atmosphere that is that carnival.
I need to pull up a thesaurus and take a look through it, and I'll come up with a good analogy. But all right, so you guys see what I'm saying, though, right? Like, it seems like
nobody should be saying no to our flyer. Okay, that's about it. I mean, everybody should be all like, thanks, yes,
right. And then as long as there is enough. See, curiosity killed the cat. Well, curiosity can all. I don't know why we got so many.
I know, cat.
All right, so curiosity is a motivator. I think just the no words on it is going to make them curious enough to actually want to either. I mean, I know with a lot of phones they come with QR code readers already on them. Sometimes you got to download one, but to just QR code, the 4 spots I got, and it'll take you somewhere. It'll take you to where you need to go. Like once you go to, it goes straight to Andreas's Antonopoulos's introduction of Bitcoin. So, I mean, who better to hear the first words from? And I mean, it's not necessarily they're going to be listening to it at the concert, but it's the fact that they have a tool that they can take home. Because, I mean, I know that you brought all those flyers home. You save all of that kind of stuff. You think the artwork's pretty. And so, I mean, if you brought something like that home and somebody was telling you is the future of money and this and that, and you heard the word Bitcoin and you didn't really know much about it, would you maybe hit it with your QR code reader later or on the ride home? Or, after the first night, before the second night, if you were sitting there, couldn't sleep from your substances and you were trying to get to sleep.
Excitement.
The excitement.
Silent Lamb said, hey, he's the poor guy that sneaks in through the back to get on the cruise. He says that he's going for the photos with the who's who's, as you say.
Nice.
Yeah, I would too. I don't know. Yes, I try to get pictures with everyone and everything. Even though no one sees my face here, I do have pictures.
All right. So,
John says that you are right. They want to wash out the weak. That's the way they play.
I don't know. I mean, they're not getting my Bitcoin. I mean, like if I knew these things beforehand, yes, I'd probably make, some trades. Yes, I'd probably do something to try to get more Bitcoin. But the problem is I don't know. I never seem to know. I mean, yesterday I seen the price dipping a little bit in the morning when I was here with you guys. Wasn't stressing it. Went off and did the things I had to do for the day. And by the time I got back, the price has already started dipping down. And then post dinner, I went and looked at the price again. I have it. It pops up as soon as I open up my web pages, and it was down even more. Yeah. So I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. Let alone, grab the shovel and go grab the ledger and try to send it off somewhere and try to pay extra fees to get the transactions in fast and then have to pay taxes on the situation to figure it all out. Well, how much are you actually going to be making then after 13%? Well, it depends on how much cryptocurrency you have. All that kind of stuff. I just know it's not really worth it for me. It seems like it's too much of a headache and a hassle when I know that long term, if I do nothing and I don't mess it up,
it'll still work out. Like
it'll
it
work
will.
out.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, my 1 Bitcoin is going to be equal to 1 Bitcoin. And yes, it's only 6.5 today. It was 7.3 yesterday, but it is $50,000 in the future. Man, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
I know it's $50,000 in the future. I just got to figure out whether or not it's going to be 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you know what I mean? And try to keep that strong hand all the way through. Try to see if I can't accumulate extra above and beyond what I need so that when there are these, cyclical bubbles that happen, I can sell a little on the way up and maybe make things nicer. Maybe pay off this place, maybe buy another car, maybe get some recreational vehicles, all that kind of stuff. Put money into my bird farm if you guys can't tell.
God. Oh, Paul Rouleau is leaving. He says, have a good day. Sorry, Paul. Bye.
Take it easy, my man. Thanks for coming out here.
Silent Lamb says, we started together. We will finish together. Stay
Yep.
strong, brothers and sisters.
Man, they are just going.
They are going crazy.
I wonder if something out there.
I mean, there was a hawk on top of our quail cage yesterday, like 4 different times. Like he kept coming back. So you never know. There could be something out there.
All right. Let me see. All right. The last little, well, I got 2 little things. I mean, more conspiracy theory on what could be happening on the price coming down and the possible manipulation of the situation. But the other one I got is Twitter. Twitter's coming out with a nonchalant statement, as far as I'm concerned, talking about how they want to use blockchain to stop the scammers on Twitter. But they're saying they're not sure how they're going to do it or how they're implementing it yet. But they got people on the project.
We just want some blockchain.
Yeah, we just want some blockchain. Some more of that buzzword, more of that, extra hype that I'm talking about that's causing this bear market, that's causing these problems. Here's a fundamental reason right here. Twitter says we want a blockchain to fix scammers. We don't know how, where, when, how, what, who. Just
well, we know the
blockchain will make it happen.
Yeah.
It's the new Superman. Blockchain to the rescue. All of your problems, all of your digital problems solved with blockchain. See, Kalidas agrees.
Yes, you gotta love it. Yes, how everything has, blockchain.
Blockchain 2019. Yeah, just very vague. The answer is all solved,
Blockchain.
All right, so what's the last thing that we got possibly for causing this price drop down and all of this good stuff that we're like, kicking ourselves a little bit for not being psychic? Well, we're looking at, the other one is the news that I was kind of bringing you a couple days ago. What did we say the guy had? Well, it's a 5-year-old wallet, and they're not sure who it belongs to now. Originally, I had reported that we were looking at the guy from Silk Road owned it or possibly owned it.
Now Mt. Gox, maybe.
Now that we're seeing that it could be a potential Mt. Gox wallet. So we don't know who owns the wallet.
We don't really know. It's just,
we know that there's $800 million in it. We know that they've been breaking it down into 80 different wallets. We know that they've been putting, into different exchanges, potentially to sell. So is this what's happening? Are we looking at, like 80 million of the 800 million being sold off through the exchanges, pressing the price down because this is a big sell-off? I mean, I don't know. It could be. I mean, I'm not saying that. I noticed that way back when I said it, that this was going to be a FUD piece, possibly that it could, suppress the price for a little while. But if it did, it would only be temporary, just like when the Mt. Gox guy sold off last time at the peak. It started the price pushing down. Is it gonna snowball out of control? I don't think so, because we're not up as high as we were. There isn't as far to go down until we hit those key support levels that we're not going to break through, because at those points, Bitcoin becomes unprofitable. I think that this is more of a situation of, moving towards better decentralization. If there are these people out there that have massive amounts of Bitcoin, and that doesn't necessarily work. We got to spread it out. We got to get everybody to get some of these. So whenever we see these big players holding a lot of Bitcoin out there selling it, yes, it's going to drop the price down. But hopefully there's somebody on the sideline that doesn't own any Bitcoin being smart enough to see the dip, to go ahead and purchase into Bitcoin, to add another player to the game, to get more people into the system. Because that's what we need, right? We need more people. We need mass adoption. We need everybody holding, part of a Bitcoin at some point here. We can't have one person with $800 million at current price. Yes, it can't be
like the 1% in
right.
And now, where it's like, oh.
Right,
so
we can't have 1% holding
60%
60% of the Bitcoin. We need everybody. I mean, yes, there are going to be people with more. Yes, there are smart people out there that are hodling it all the way to the end, like the Gemini twins.
Yes.
But, the more that we can decentralize this by breaking up these large pockets of Bitcoin, the better, right? The better it's going to be for the system and the overall, the less control any one person's going to have. You can only hit Bitcoin so many times by dropping large amounts of Bitcoin onto the exchanges and markets.
Once you've flooded the market with your stuff, I mean, you're not going to be able to take, like, that exact person in that exact wallet is not going to be able to flood the market again.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just once. How many, it's just how many people have giant amounts.
Well, that's the thing, is that at the beginning, when they were coming out with 50 Bitcoin a block and people had thousands of these things, it was a lot easier. The system is getting bigger. The circle is growing. And the bigger this circle gets, the more people are in it. That's why the circle is growing, and the more spread out this stuff is. So the harder it is to manipulate, the harder it is to drive the price down. The quicker, you know, you go put 100 Bitcoins, the more people in the system, the quicker they gobble them up. You know, where if there was only 40 people in the system, it would take them longer to gobble up the 100 Bitcoins. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, as we continue to get bigger, these things will make less and less waves in it. And that's just part of our first mover advantage. You know, there's, just like I said, there's the good with the bad. And the bad is that we got to sit here and hold strong through all of this kind of stuff and crap that happens, because there's not a large amount of people, because there's not massive liquidity, because there's not regulation, because there's, you know, people trying to just run in here, grab the bags of money and run out. We got to deal with all of that to know that this is a sound technology that's going to completely change the future of the world and take the power away from, you know, the things that have always been, as far as we're concerned, and start putting it back towards the people. You know, moving the entire world towards decentralization, making it so that every man is equal, because the way that we spend our finances is equal, and not that somebody has, you know, a higher status and credit and, you know, all of these things that are encompassed into the financial world now, that make it so certain people can go out there and do things that other people can't go out there and do financially. We're all the same.
No
you're just nodding your head at the words.
No one's talking in the chat, but yes, I do agree. We are all the same.
All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here and joining me for a cup of coffee. I hope maybe in some way my words were able to help soothe you a little bit and relax you during these rough crypto times. I mean, it's too late to sell now, so just hold strong. Maybe if you're stressing it real bad, find something else to do today. Think about your hobbies. I'm sure you got one. We all do. All right. As always, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down there below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency markets. But the best tool I have of all is my free help desk. It's eugeneforest20@gmail.com. You got to shoot me those emails. You got to let me know what you're trying to figure out, what you need help with, what potential scam you're potentially going to jump into, so I can talk you out of it. If you want to get on the show with me, shoot me an email. Let me know what you're thinking. I would love to have any one of you on the show. I'm always looking for somebody to get out here and talk with me, you know, share your ideals with me. I had received a tweet yesterday from Altcoin Buzz Ladies. Is that who it was? Yes. I was asking her if she wanted to come out here and join us. So, I mean, I'm waiting to hear some replies back. I think I had requested her appearance like a week ago, and then she just got back to me. So it might take a little bit of time to figure this one out. I hope it happens, though. She is the British lady out there with
the glasses, dark hair. She was on Crypto Zombie and Crypto Candors.
Yeah, she was on their talk show last week, I think it was. Seems very intelligent. I would like to get a lady's perspective on some of this stuff, especially being a YouTuber as well. I mean, I doubt Crypto Candors coming on here, so I mean, I would like to get her before she gets too big.
Well, she does a bunch of
the ladies
ICOs
seem to do really well in this space,
yeah.
just like Crypto Tips. All right, you guys. I got those donational addresses down there if you got any of that extra crypto, because it'll add up to a lot right about now. Got to help with that EDC fund. Apparently, we're slipping backwards. I hope crypto don't slide much further backwards, because then you guys will have to donate even more to help get us there. I don't know. It's getting closer. We're going to be dollar for dollar matched by We Need to Talk. He's going to take care of all of that near the end of the situation, though. So please, just a couple dollars here and there will help get the fund going. All right, you guys. Most importantly, go out there, try to have a great day, stay positive, smiles on your faces, and remember, keep your Bitcoin safe.
Bye, guys.